In the video today, I'm going over how to take a screenshot and how to print on your Samsung Galaxy S26. Let's get into it. So there are a bunch of different ways to take screenshots and I want to show you all of them. And then I'll show you how to print those screenshots. So here's the first one. This is the button combination approach. You're going to hold down on the power and volume down buttons for 1 second, just like this. Power, volume down, 1, 2, 3, hold, let it go. It's really quick. You'll see a pop-up, tap on the little picture, and then it's going to ask you what app do you want to use to edit the screenshot. I'm going to tap gallery, and now I can begin to edit the screenshot within the gallery. Now let's hit the home button. So that's the first way to take a screenshot. Now, okay, here's the second way. Take your hand and simply swipe it left to right across the screen, and this will take a screenshot. Let's try it again. Left to right, just like that. Same pop-up in the corner. So you can use your palm, swipe across, just that easy. Okay, here's the third way. Swipe down from the top of the screen, swipe down again, and then tap on the pencil. And then you're gonna swipe up, and then tap on add a control. And here, under capture, tap take a screenshot. Now it's going to give you a shortcut button that you can use to take a screenshot whenever you want. And if you want to use it, you don't have to hold any buttons, you don't have to do any gestures. You simply just swipe down from the top, swipe down again, swipe up, and then tap on your screenshot button. And that will take a screenshot. That's the third way. Now here's the fourth way. If you're using the S26 Ultra, you can basically take out your S Pen. You'll see this pop-up show up in the corner. Tap there, and then tap screen right. This will take a screenshot and then allow you to write on the screen right after, or you can add different animations and things. So those are the 4 ways to take a screenshot. Now the next question is, where does the screenshot save after I take it? We're going to go to our gallery at the bottom of the screen here, and here if you go to albums, it's going to create a folder for screenshots right here. It says screenshots. We're going to tap, and you can see these are the last couple of screenshots that I just took. Now, let's say I want to print this screenshot. I'm going to go to the upper right corner, tap on the 3 dots, and go down to print. Now, if you want to print, obviously you're going to need a wireless printer. That's the first thing. The second thing is you'll need to make sure that printer is connected to your wireless network and it's turned on. And then third, make sure your phone is connected to Wi-Fi. See my Wi-Fi icon right here. If not, I can always swipe down, and then I have my Wi-Fi switch right there. I can tap to turn on my Wi-Fi. Now, once you've done all those steps, you're gonna tap on select a printer right here, and then you should see your printer show up automatically. Now, people often mix this up. Sometimes you have multiple Wi-Fi networks at your house and you wanna make sure that your phone is on the same network as your printer. If it is, you should see your printer show up automatically. You shouldn't have to add it. It should already be there. If it's not, you can tap on all printers and then you can manually add the printer. But basically my printer is already here. I'm using an Epson XP4200 series printer. So I'm gonna tap right here, select the printer, and now I just hit the button right here, and this will allow me to easily print my screenshot. Now, since we're on the note of printing, I also want to show you how to print an email and how to print a web page as well. Hit the home button and let's go to Gmail. Let's find the email that we want to print. I'm going to print this email from Google Pixel. I'm going to simply go to the upper right corner and tap on the 3 dots, and I'll see a print button right here. And this will allow me to print the email. There we go. Now this email has just a couple of pages here. Any page you don't want to print, simply uncheck it in the bottom right corner, and that's how you can cut down on how many pages actually get printed. You're going to hit that drop down again, tap on your Epson printer, and then tap the yellow button to print it. Now, there is a drop down arrow right here that you can use to change how many copies get printed. You can also make other changes, like if you want it to print in black and white, or if you only want certain pages to print, you can change that here. So you have all these other options available in the settings. Now, here's the third thing. How do I print a web page? Let's go to Chrome, and I'm going to go to the Amazon website, Okay, let's say I want to print out this page that has the information on this iPad. All I have to do is go to the upper right corner, tap on the three dots. Now, one thing you'll notice, there is no print button in Google Chrome. So how do I print? Well, there's one extra step. You want to tap on share first, and then right here, you'll see a print button. Now you can print all the pages that show up under that iPad. We're going to select our printer again, and then tap on that yellow button to send it to the printer. And that's it. That's how easy it is to print from basically a picture, an email, and a web page. Now, if you're looking for some printer recommendations, I will drop a link right here to some good recommendations. I've had great success with Epson in the past, so I always like to recommend them. I'm using the Epson 4200, which is an older model. I think there is a newer model out now. So again, I'll link that one here, and I'll also link a few more in the description as well. Now, I wanted to show you, I flashed that really cool case at the beginning of the video, and I just wanted to show you in case you guys were interested. This is from a company called Alumu. This is their frosted case, and it is for the S26 Ultra. Super nice case, has a lot of character, looks very different and unique. Has these really nice buttons on the side here for a good feel. And this case actually glows in the dark. You shut the lights off, the MagSafe ring on the back here is going to glow in the dark, which is super cool. So if you guys want to check this out, I'll drop this one down in the description below. I also wanted to show you another really cool accessory that Alumu makes. This is their basically MagSafe kickstand, and this just docks right on the back of the case here. It works on any MagSafe case, and it just pops right out whenever you need a kickstand to hold your phone up. It works great just like that, and you can also have your phone sit in the landscape position as well, and it also serves as a great just holder for your phone as well for extra grip. And it has this built-in hidden feature, so the kickstand actually has a built-in box cutter. So if you push right here, it actually, a little blade will pop up that you can use to help with opening your Amazon packages. So super cool. I have a buddy who uses this, and he has sworn by this little adapter for years, and so I said, man, I gotta get one. So I finally got one. I'm enjoying mine. If you want to get one for yourself, I'll definitely link this one down below as well, so you can check one out. All right, if you got value out of this video, bump that like button down below. Here I'll link to 2 other really helpful videos as well. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and as always, have a good one.